Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am Kushal and in this video, let's discuss the concept of self-concept. What exactly is self-concept? Let's discuss it with my own example. A few years ago, I used to have a bad self-concept. What does it actually mean? I used to think a lot of negative thoughts. I used to feel a lot of negative feelings. I used to have bad personality. I used to have bad character. My beliefs were really bad. My beliefs were not supportive for me in any way. My own personality, my own self-talk, my own character, my own beliefs, my own thoughts and emotions were not supportive for me in any way, and everything about me made my life even more worse. Not only this, but I also used to look for confirmation outside of me that is perfectly aligned with my thought and feeling pattern. I used to look for things such as, now that my thought pattern is negative, now that my self-talk is negative, what negative things are happening outside of me. I also used to look for similar confirmations, that is similar circumstances outside of me. When something negative used to happen outside of me, when I was in a very bad situation, when someone said something to me, or when I did not have enough money, I used to believe that I used to deserve all these things because this is my self concept, this is me, and this is my personality, and I deserve this kind of life. I never realized that all of these experiences which I was experiencing back then is because of my self concept, is due to my self talk, due to my personality, due to my negative thought pattern. I always wanted to live a wonderful life. I always wanted to be in like amazing relationships. I wanted to drive supercars. I wanted to make huge amount of money. I always wanted to do all these things. My dreams were really big, but something within me was not allowing me to live of my dreams. I used to read a lot of self-help books back then. I used to watch a lot of videos on YouTube on how to overcome this, on how to actually live my dream life. And that's when I came across this concept called, self-concept or law of attraction, or the power of thoughts, the power of feelings, how to change your inner personality to experience a better reality. And that's when I actually realized that it is not something outside of me, but it is something within me that is not allowing me to live my dream life. So what I personally realize is that if you want to achieve your dream life, or if I wanted to live my dream life, if I wanted to make huge sums of money, if I wanted to have better relationships with my partner or with my family and friends, I don't have to do anything outside of me. At least in the initial stages, I do not have to do anything outside of me, but it was required for me to change something within me, that is my self-talk, how I used to talk to myself, how I used to feel about myself, how I used to believe about myself, what I used to deserve. Everything I had to change that is within me. Self-talk is not something that you can see outside of you, but self-talk is simply a collection of how you talk about yourself, how you feel about yourself, your own beliefs, your own daily habits, your own character, your own personality that allows you to live your life. Who you can confidently say to yourself that, this is me, or this is my personality. I'm experiencing this kind of life because of my self concept. When you have a certain type of personality, when you have a certain type of character, and when you realize that this is your self talk and this is how you feel about yourself. Let's take an example. When you believe that you deserve to make huge sums of money, or when you believe that you deserve to be in a loving relationship, you always look for confirmation similar to your personality. That is, in the case of making more money, when you believe that you deserve to make large sums of money, you look for confirmation where you can make huge sums of money. Maybe you'll start a business, or you'll study more, or you'll join a big corporate job. You will do similar things that is perfectly aligned with how you're feeling about yourself and how you are believing about yourself. And in the case of living a beautiful life with a partner, you always look for confirmation similar to your personality. That is, you would love to take care of them, or you would love to have a beautiful future with them. Knowing that your personality becomes your personal reality, how you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself is how you're going to experience your reality. And now you'll start to do similar things that is perfectly aligned with how you're feeling about yourself, how you're believing about yourself, and your self-talk. Everything in your life is going to change when you change your self-talk. That is, when you change your internal world, your external reality is also going to change. Now let's discuss, is there something that we can do from our end that is going to allow us to live our dream life, that is going to allow us to change our internal pattern, that is going to allow us to change our self-talk, how we think about ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, how we believe about ourselves, and everything about ourselves. Is there something that we can change from our end? What if you can accept your present self? What if you can accept your thought pattern as it is? What if you can accept your feeling pattern, how you're believing about yourself, how you're talking to yourself? What if you can accept all of this? Are you going to lose something? I'm sure you're not going to lose anything if you learn to accept everything about yourself with all the flaws as it is. And this is the first step in changing your self-concept, that is acceptance. Now that you're willing to accept everything about yourself, how do you choose to live your dream life? How do you choose your personality to be? How do you choose to talk about yourself? How do you choose to feel about yourself? What do you want to deserve in life? Do you want to deserve a healthy relationship? Do you want to have a perfect health? Do you believe that you deserve to have a good financial status? This is the second step in living your dream life, that is choosing your self concept. Now that you're willing to accept yourself, now that you've chosen your self talk, now that you've chosen how to live your dream life, are you willing to daydream? Are you willing to consciously daydream? We daydream a lot. I daydream a lot. I think a lot about myself. I always put myself in a king size position. I always believe that I'm living in a mansion, I'm driving supercars. I always do that. I always have a habit of daydreaming a lot. But eventually I realized that I'm doing all of this unconsciously. I am daydreaming a lot, but majority of the times I don't even realize if I'm thinking good about myself, if I'm thinking bad about myself. I never made an effort to become aware of this self-talk. But now comes the real question. Are we willing to consciously daydream? Are we willing to consciously choose how we talk about ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, how we believe about ourselves? Are we consciously willing to change our self-concept, or are we consciously willing to choose our self-concept and act according to our self-concept? Are we willing to consciously instill healthy thoughts and feelings in our mind? Are we consciously willing to instill a positive personality for ourselves? This is the third step in changing your self-concept and living your dream life. Let's say we're applying these three steps religiously in our day-to-day life. We are doing everything possible to change our external reality and our internal reality. We change our self-talk, we change our self-concept, we are changing our personality, we are changing our character, we are behaving in a completely different way, we are reacting and responding in a different way, and still we are unable to experience our dream reality. It's been months, it's been years, it's been in a long time that we are doing all of this, but still we are unable to experience our dream reality. As we discussed in my previous video, that reality may take some time to reflect our personality, to reflect our self-concept, to reflect our own thought and feeling pattern. We may not experience a dream reality all at once. It can happen in bits and pieces. It can happen in a very weird way. It can happen through unexpected sources and people. Now comes a real question. Are we ready to accept this uncertainty? Are you really ready to accept huge sums of money from a completely unexpected source? If you cannot allow this uncertainty in your life, though your dream life is right before you, you'll still be blind of your dream life because you're only expecting things to enter your life in a particular way, only the way you choose to. It's great to have a particular path in mind, but when reality is saying to you that I'm not only going to give you large sums of money through this corporate job, but I'm also going to give you a lot of money through a business, why not be open to opportunities? We are doing everything from our end. We are changing our self-concept, we are changing our thought pattern, we are changing our self-talk, we are doing everything from our end to achieve our dreams in life. But when we fail to allow a dream life to enter the way it has to, when we fail to allow a dream life from a very unexpected source, when you're rejecting all the parts that the universe is giving you, then there is a great possibility that you will never achieve your dream life. And that's when you're going to say that the law of attraction or the power of thoughts, the power of the subconscious mind is not really working in your favor. And then you're going to go back to your old pattern of, thinking negative thoughts again, having a negative self-talk, having a negative character and your personality. I sincerely believe that this video has brought some practical knowledge on the importance of changing your self-concept, on the importance of changing how you talk and think about yourself. And if it did, please like the video and also subscribe to my channel. Also let me know in the comment section if you want me to make a video on a particular topic that is going to help in manifesting your dream life. Thank you very much.